back in Las Vegas. 113 degrees in the shade. Mark Jones, Harrisburg. Don't forget a sweater, Norris.
Hot just like we like it, Mark Jones.
Keegan Murray with a single field goal so far for Sacramento. He's got 3 points. Getting a breather right now. The second side action, the lob up top, actually a shot. Rebounded by O'Connell and deposited. O'Connell with his first bucket, started his career at Duke. And went on to finish off at Creighton, played a couple of years, 23 years old. Tied at 26. Joined right now at our table by Jeff Weltman, the general manager of the Orlando Magic. Thanks a lot for joining us. And boy, you had to be happy about Paolo's performance in game 1, 17.6 assists. Big picture, what do you see for him and how he fits with this franchise?
Well, you know, Paolo, obviously I think his attributes speak for themselves. I think a casual fan can see, you know, his talent level. But, you know, this is where the league is going, right? Size, skill, IQ, players who have switchability and make each other better. And we're just trying to add as many players like that as we can. And obviously, you know, Paolo has tremendous potential. It's our responsibility to provide that platform to get him there.
Doris was just remarking how we love the fact that he was aware of his turnovers after the first quarter. Very conscientious young player.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Paolo comes from good stock. You know, he's got great parents, and he's a very conscientious teammate, and he's a hard worker, and he's not easy on himself. So, you know, he's going to have good coaching. He's going to have people surrounding him that are going to be pouring themselves into getting him where he needs to get. But most importantly, he wants it himself.
He does, Jeff. I like that he was holding himself accountable, and so I'm going to try to have you switch headsets right here.
We got a little malfunction.
Little audio issue, no worries. Let's see if you hear me now. How's that? No go. Mark Jones, you're going to have to... oh, now you're hearing me. Beautiful. No worries, no worries. One of the things that I'm curious about, because he is a so well-rounded basketball player, clearly thinks it at a high level, is there one skill that pops for you as it relates to how he impacts the game at this level right now? Or is it multiple things?
I mean, I think that people talk about his passing and his vision, but I don't know if you can really unravel that from his ball handling and his IQ. And, you know, it all comes from the same place, right? So, you know, you can't create those angles to be a good passer without the IQ, without the skill level, right? So, to have that in a 6'10", 250-pound body presents, you know, all sorts of opportunities for the coaches to, you know, use him in different ways.
Jeff, got a lot of young guys on your roster. You know, Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton out here getting pretty valuable reps. Jalen Suggs, we saw him a little bit earlier working out with the team. What is the trickiest or most challenging part of Jamal trying to put it all together as we look at the overall roster and making it all fit? And even, you know, looking courtside, viewing Jonathan Isaac, who's on his way back from the injury. How does it all fit? What's the challenge for you guys? Because you basically brought the band back on some other guys on some short 2-year deals too.
Well, that's Moses' problem. I don't have to deal with it, Mark.
Hey, there you go. That was easy.
Next question. No, you know, honestly, that is one of the challenges of trying to do what we're doing. When you have a young team, trying to define roles and with guys being ambitious about their careers. Of course, you want guys to be ambitious about their careers, but you also want to have them grow up with the understanding of what it takes to win. And in this league, role orientation wins. And so the glue for that, why we're really excited, is that it takes high character guys to understand that and to understand the context of what we're trying to build here. And every one of those guys sitting next to us on the bench here and alongside and on the court now gets that. We have a really high character group of guys, and I don't think it will be possible to attempt to do what we're trying to do right now without that.
I love the fact that we've seen how Jamal, as Schofield knocks down the three, your head coach really pours himself into these young guys.
Yes.
I saw him take Cole Anthony and Wendell Carter to a playoff game to give them a sense of what that postseason vibe is all about. And boy, you really got that going for you, head coach.
Amen. I mean, Jamal and his whole staff, they've really been amazing at just completely giving themselves over to our players on the court, off the court, establishing a community and really like a togetherness that you can, I think, even feel during these games. I mean, our whole team is here. And I think that that's one of the things that guys, even you know, our vet guys, Gary, and these guys feel they're part of something bigger than themselves. And ultimately, if you can get guys in this league to feel that way and believe in each other, you know, generally good things are going to happen.
One of the guys I loved watching when he was at Florida State briefly, and before he got hurt, is Jonathan Isaac. He's sitting right here to our right. Can you give us an update on where he is and what you think his future holds if he can stay healthy?
Yeah, I mean, Jonathan, you know, he suffered a right leg injury. His more significant injury, you know, from a ways back was on his left leg. So he's kind of been working towards rehabbing his way back to where he was before he injured his right leg. But that said, he's making good progress. He's working diligently every day. I think you guys actually saw him after we practiced the last time we spoke, and you can see how good he looks. So, you know, we're optimistic that he's going to find his way back in short order, and kind of, I'll never put timetables on that. But obviously, Jonathan is a tremendous player with a high IQ, a great feel for the game, and you know, there's really like no ceiling on how good he could become. And most importantly, he's a great person, you know, and he's remained attached to the group as he's gone through all of his trials and tribulations, and they see how hard he works every day. And with our team, he's kind of